What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, bringing you a non-XL team that has withstood the test of time. Guys, I first played this team 6 months ago, and 6 months later, it is just as strong, even with all the new XLs out there in the meta. You can see I had a very good day last Monday with this team, and I played it again yesterday and went 15-10 with it, so still a very strong day. Now, this is not a team of my own creation. This was built originally by NCK228, who is a phenomenal live stream creator over on Twitch. I will link his channel in the description down below. Make sure you head over there, give him a follow, and let him know that you love the Goon Squad. Alright, we're going to jump right into the battles. Real quick, leave that like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and let's get it going. Alright, so you can see in this first matchup, I was hard countered from the jump. They had Scrafty on my Obstagoon. Of course, that is an XL Scrafty, and they have XL Talonflame on my Venusaur. So I'm going to get this next Sludge Bomb off, and I was expecting a shield, but my opponent was very aware of how much their Talonflame could take, and they no-shield and survived with 1 HP. So now I'm going to have to soak up this Flame Charge with my Charizard, and I will be able to take them down with just 1 Fire Spin. But they have a Jellicent in the back, so now they've had a Water type on my Fire type, they had a Fire type on my Grass type, and they have a Fighting type on my Dark and Normal type. This is as hard counter as it gets, but we're going to play it out. So I'm going to go for this Cross Chop against this Scrafty. This will hit for super effective, but it won't do too much. It's just not that good of a move, especially since Obstagoon does not get the same type of tag bonus. So they're going to be able to counter me down, have a Foul Play ready to go, but I also have a Blast Burn ready to go. So I'm going to fire this off immediately, and hopefully they no-shield. Yes, they no-shield. So Scrafty goes down, and Jellicent comes back in. Alright, so this is still going to be very, very rough. I'm going to shield whatever they throw here. It is the Shadow Ball. They are not running Bubble Beam, which is helpful for me. So I'm going to bait with the Dragon Claw. Can I get their shield off? Yes, we get the shield. So now I can go straight for the Blast Burn. Even though Blast Burn is resisted, it does more damage, or it's more energy efficient than Dragon Claw, because Blast Burn is just that good of a move. So we're going for the Blast Burn here. We'll see how much it does. Of course, Jellicent is super bulky, and this is resisted. It lands, and okay, all right. We're halfway there. Will this next Blast Burn take them out? If not, they are at the Shadow Ball and the game is over. But the Blast Burn is enough to take out Jellicent. So my triple non-XL team takes out this triple XL team of hard counters. Let's go. Guys, if that's not enough to convince you that this team is strong, I have a lot more battles to show you. And in each of these battles, I'm going to be showcasing a different lead. So for example, in this one, I'm up against XL Alolan Ninetales. A lot of these are going to be against XL Mons. So stick around if you want to really see how to play this team out. So in this one, I throw the Cross Chop as soon as I get it to give them the idea that I'm going to be staying in this fight. But then when they get to the Dazzling Gleam, I go for the swap into Charizard. I catch the Gleam, it's resisted. Charizard takes it like a champ. And now I can go for the Blast Burn against this Drifloon. Let's see if they respect it. No respect for the Blast Burn. They should know I typically do not bait with my Charizard. I just go for the Blast Burn. So now I can shield this Icy Wind and farm down and have a lot of energy on my Charizard. So let's see what they want to come in with now. If they come in with the Alolan Ninetales, I can go straight for another Blast Burn, and they do. So let's see if they respect this one or if they try to call the bait. Let's see. Get out of here, Alolan Ninetales. Alright, Charizard taking out 2 of their Mons, and they come in with Shadow Machamp. Charizard's going to be able to reach this Dragon Claw. This will for sure get a shield, and then I can quickly swap into my Venusaur. Now, I do have to watch out for the Rock Slide. The Rock Slide is going to hurt, but I noticed that the Machamp is in the yellow now, so I'm considering that Obstagoon can probably take out this Machamp at this point with the shield, so I'm going to no shield here. I do not want to shield a Cross Chop and then him be able to land a Rock Slide and him, be able to Cross Chop my Obstagoon too. That would be a disaster. But at this point, I'm only 1 Vine Whip away from the next Frenzy Plant, so I do decide to shield this Cross Chop because, yeah, I can make it to this Frenzy Plant. Otherwise, he would have been dumping all of his energy, and my Obstagoon still would have been able to take care of him. So, GG's, well played to my opponent. All right, let's jump into the next one. Up against a Talonflame lead. Now, Talonflame's definitely a tough lead as well, because a lot of these Talonflames have been going straight Brave Bird, but you kind of have to call it. So in this one, I'm going to no shield. Most of the time I just no shield. If it's a Brave Bird, so be it. My Obstagoon will survive. And this one is the Brave Bird. And for some reason, my Night Slash just did not lock in, but that's okay. They come in with a Politoed. I'm going to come in with Venusaur, and I'm going to shield up whatever they throw here. I'm expecting the Earthquake, but just in case I was off and it was the Blizzard, I wanted to respect that. So I can overfarm now by quite a bit and go for the Frenzy Plant against this little frog. Frog on frog right here. Going to take him out. And I'm expecting Talonflame to come back in, but I do have a Sludge Bomb ready to go. So I can fit in 2 Vine Whips between the Incinerate, and I'm going for the Sludge Bomb. It lands, and another Sludge Bomb, of course, would take out this Talonflame, but I don't think I was going to be able to quite make it, so I go ahead and just go for the chip damage with the Frenzy Plant. It gets a shield, and because Incinerate is such a long move, I was actually able to create a false CMP and catch on my Charizard. So basically, he had not actually pushed his button whenever I threw my Frenzy Plant, so I was able to swap before he actually locked in that attack, which is beautiful. So he shows up my Dragon Claw, telling me he's probably weak in the back to my Charizard, but I know this is just a Flame Charge because he did not even build up to the Brave Bird. So I'm going to go ahead and just commit to the farm down here. I have a ton of energy going for the blind Blast Burn. What is this? What is this? It's a Skarmory! Oh my gosh, that does so much. That is beautiful. And I have 2 moves ready to go on my Goon. I did consider coming in with Venusaur just to really disrespect this man, but might as well just finish it up quickly. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Alright, moving into the next battle. We have Obstagoon up against an Empoleon lead. Obviously, that's a great lead for my Obstagoon. They're going to swap out into Surfetched. I'm going to come in with my Venusaur. Now, I just saw there was a fighter, and I assumed it was Shadow Machamp. So this is not as good for my Venusaur. I do have to watch out for the Brave Bird, but they threw it the first time. I properly shielded it. Now I can overfarm, and I can go for the Frenzy Plant. Now, at this point, I was thinking, why would they bring their hardest counter in immediately? It has to be that they have another fighter in the back. They have to have a Shadow Machamp in the back. So I'm going to be able to get to this Frenzy Plant against this Empoleon. They eat it. They realize that their Empoleon is not going to do a lot here. I'm going for another Frenzy Plant though. Do they let this one go? No, they're going to have to shield at some point. It was CMP, so they're going to be able to take me out with this Drill Peck. But since I think there's another fighter in the back, I'm actually going to come in with my Charizard to try to get ahead on energy. I need an energy lead to be able to take out this Machamp, and it is a Machamp, so I'm going to go straight for the Dragon Claw. I'm not even going to bait to the Blast Burn because I just need to get some chip on the Shadow Machamp. So they do shield up the first one, and at this point I could try to shield and go for the Blast Burn, but again, I'm okay with just getting chip. I'm going for the Dragon Claw. They did bait me with the Cross Chop though, so this is getting a little bit hairy at this point. Going for the Dragon Claw, this will do some nice chip, but it's not going to take them out. I just need this. Oh, I need that Fire Spin to go through. Is this a Cross Chop? Hopefully this is a Cross Chop. No, it's the Rock Slide, but Machamp is in farm down range for my Obstagoon, and all I have to do is get to this next Cross Chop, and this will take out the Empoleon. So that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent, but by seeing how they reacted to my lead, I was able to read their back line, which really helped me secure that win. Moving into the next one, Obstagoon up against Ferrothorn. Another great lead for my Obstagoon, and also very, very good for my Charizard in the back. They swap out into a Lonely Ninetales, and if I would have been quick, I could have swapped into my Charizard, but I was pretty slow with this one, so I'm going to play this the same. I'm going to try to catch the Dazzling Gleam, but it looked like they did 1 extra Powder Snow then, so I don't know if I went early or what happened there, but they threw a Weather Ball instead, so very good by my opponent. I'm going to eat this next Weather Ball. I know they have a ton of energy. Hopefully I can shield the final Weather Ball and farm down. Let's see. I did not get a Fire Spin through. This is going to be very, very close. I'm going to go ahead and shield. I really need to get Switch here. Come on, yes, I'm able to farm down. I have a Blast Burn ready to go for whatever comes in, and it's a Jellicent. So Jellicent's going to be resisting this, but it will still do some nice chip. But I got alignment how I wanted now. I can put my Venusaur on this Jellicent, and I can have my Obstagoon on the Ferrothorn. We got a little lag there, but it's fine. I still got it out, and I'm able to throw the Cross Chop here. We'll see if they want to shield. No shield yet. I know they have to start shielding though, so at this point I'm just going to go for the Night Slashes. If I get the boost, that is amazing, but I'm expecting a shield either way. Might as well go for it. Yeah, so I get the shield, and they're throwing here. This will be the Power Whip. I'm going to no shield the first one, see how much it does. It does take out over half of my health, so I'm going to have to respect the next one. The Jellicent can't do much against my Obstagoon anyways, so I'm going to get to this next Night Slash, throw it. Again, we'll see if I can get the boost. If not, that's okay. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and swap out into my Venusaur because I know that the Sparathorn can't do anything that's going to hurt my Venusaur too much, and I wanted to get ahead for that Jellicent matchup. So I'm able to overfarm by a little bit, and I'm going for the Sludge Bomb here. It is single resisted, whereas Frenzy Plant would be double resisted, so that is the better move, surprisingly. Able to make it to the Frenzy Plant. This will one-shot the Jellicent, and I still had Obstagoon alive in the back too. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Alright, moving into the next one, we have Obstagoon up against Shadow Machamp. Obviously a very hard counter. This is the only lead that I always swap into Charizard for. They're staying in. Alright, we gotta respect the Rock Slide. I was going for the bait, and they did not bait, so at least I used my shield properly. We'll see if they want to shield as well. Either way, this Dragon Claw will do a lot of damage. They do shield, and they swap out into a Snorlax. So that's not too hard of a counter. I can go for the Blast Burn here to do some nice chip damage. More than chip damage, you're going to see. This hits hard. I mean, come on. Snorlax is supposed to be bulky, but that hits hard. Now they're going to be able to throw a Body Slam here. I know my Charizard can take it, and I know it's going to be very difficult for me to flip switch. So I'm going to take it, go for the Dragon Claw. But I did overfarm, and they're able to get to this next Body Slam. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get off my charge move. However, they're out of energy, so I can just come in with Goon and farm all the way down. Now I know Machamp's coming back, so I immediately swap into my Venusaur, and they're staying in again. So I'm over farming. I'm very confused by what's going on, but I'm going to call the Rock Slide here, and it is the Rock Slide, so good shield on my part. I know Venusaur is my key to victory, and yeah, I had farmed up so much energy, and they have a Lapras in the back, so we'll see if they want to use this last shield on Lapras or if they want to save it for Machamp. Again, I can keep farming here. I'm going to throw just before they are at the Surf, and this will take out the Lapras. So all they have left is Machamp. I'm reaching the next Frenzy Plant here. This will get the last shield. And at this point, my Obstagoon has energy and Obstagoon could finish it, but they just realized that's over and they let it go. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the next one, Obstagoon up against Toxicroak. So this is absolutely the toughest lead for this team. It took me a while to figure out how to beat this. I've decided to swap out into Venusaur. Now, if they're staying in, we're going to go straight for the Frenzy Plant. This will do some nice chip damage. It is resisted, but it still hurts because Toxicroak is fairly glassy. Alright, so they're throwing. I'm not going to give up a shield no matter what. I'm going to keep shield advantage, and it's just the Mud Bomb, so that was a good no shield on my part. I'm at the next Frenzy Plant. They're throwing again. Still, I'm going to survive a Mud Bomb. If it's a Sludge Bomb, it takes me out. That's fine. They'll be out of energy. Nope, it's a Mud Bomb. I'm going to go for another Frenzy Plant here. So let's see if they want to double shield or not. No, they eat that because they know they can survive it, and they counter down. So at this point, I have to bring in Charizard. I don't want to put Goon up against this thing, and they swap into Lapras. So I can bring out my Obstagoon now, go for the Cross Chop, and I'm going to try to come out of this matchup with some energy on my Obstagoon. So I do have to watch out, of course, for the Skull Bash, but I don't believe that they built all the way up to Skull Bash, so we'll see what this is. It is a Surf, no big deal. Yeah, I'm going to overfarm by a little bit, and I get a free counter through. That's very nice. Now I can shield up this next Surf. I will have to throw some energy at some point, or else they'll get to another Surf, but I build to 2 Night Slashes first, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it, hoping for the boost, of course. But if not, Night Slash is going to be enough to take out anyway. So I have another Night Slash ready for this Toxicroak. This should be enough, even though it's resisted to take out Toxicroak. They shield. I'm going to swap into Swampert, and they have Empoleon in the back. But I have shield advantage here. This Blast Burn is going to do massive neutral damage. Yeah, I mean, that hurts. And I'm going to be able to farm down before they're able to waterfall me down. I'm going to shield up the Hydro Cannon here. And all they have left, of course, is the Toxicroak with basically no energy. So they just back out, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Alright, moving into the next one, up against a Shadow Dragonite lead. That's definitely a very challenging lead. We're going to have to stay in here. We cannot swap out for sure. Going for the Night Slash as soon as I get it. That way, if I get the boost, I'll be able to do some additional damage with the counters. Still, I don't think it would be enough to flip switch. So I'm going to soft lose this. I'm going to go ahead and eat this Dragon Claw here. It's going to put me very low, but I should still be able to reach a Night Slash. So the nice thing is I will be able to get a shield with this Night Slash. So at least I'll have shield advantage, even though I won't have a chance at switch advantage. Still, they have energy, so they're going to get the shield right back with a Dragon Claw. I'm actually not going to shield this first one because I'm expecting them to get to 2. But I'm going to try to Fire Spin down. Do I get the Fire Spin down? Yeah, no. They get to 2, and look how low my Charizard is. I mean, this lead is definitely troublesome, but at least I'm leaving with energy, and they come in with a Shadow Snorlax. So I'm going straight for the Blast Burn. Let's see if they respect it. They do not respect it. It puts them very low. However, not really in Vine Whip down range. So I'm going to definitely have to shield up the Body Slam here, and then I can overfarm by a little bit before I throw this Frenzy Plant. So yeah, I'm going to have to throw the Frenzy Plant or else they're going to get to another Body Slam, and Body Slam from Shadow Snorlax does hurt. They use their shield, so I am going to have to eat this Shadow Snorlax Body Slam. Let's see how much it does. Yeah, it puts me in the red. Now I have 2 Pokemon that are very, very low, but I commit to the farm down. And what do they have in the back? Now I'm expecting them to try to make me dump my energy on their Dragonite. One Vine Whip takes out the Dragonite, and in the back, they have an Excadrill. This is going to hurt. This Frenzy Plant hurts a lot, and then I go ahead and bank the next one, and I swap into Charizard because I know they'll have to throw their energy no matter what on my Charizard. If not, they were going to get Fire Spin down, and now I can just throw my Frenzy Plant. So that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Man, how did I get out of that with such low health Pokemon? I'll take it though. Moving to the next one. Obstagoon is up against an Umbreon lead. That seems amazing, right? So they're going to have to swap out into Talonflame. So I'm going to actually go ahead and chip this Talonflame before I leave. I'm going to throw this Night Slash. Of course, it will do some nice chip damage. And no boost, of course. Now, this was a CMP tie. I'm going to go ahead and call it the Flame Charge. It is a Flame Charge. Now I'm going to farm up and I'm going to try to catch this next Flame Charge. But the game said, no, weak connection. So now I'm going to have to stay in with my Obstagoon to try to take out this Talonflame. Going for another Night Slash here. Can I get a boost? Come on, one time in this video, can I get a boost, please? No, no boost, but I'm going to be able to make it to this next Night Slash. So we'll see if they want to double shield or if they want to let this Night Slash go through. They decide to double shield, so at this point I am going to swap to Charizard because I did not want them to farm me down, and I have to respect the Brave Bird right here. Is it the Brave Bird? No, it's a Flame Charge, really. So they were trying to catch a Dragon Claw on their Obstagoon, on their Umbreon here, so I'm going to go for the Blast Burn instead. Of course, it lands and does a ton of damage. They are farming up extra energy and going for the Foul Play. How much does this do? Yeah, I mean, Charizard's pretty glassy, so 2 Foul Plays will take me out, but I'm going to be able to get to another Blast Burn before they throw it. So let's see how low this gets them. Yeah, it gets them low. Does not take out, though. So they're going to be able to take out my Charizard here. I still have to deal with that Talonflame somehow, but I think I'm going to come in with Venusaur and try to Vine Whip down. Yeah, so I get a little bit of farm, and in comes Talonflame. Now I go for the catch. We got the catch. Come on, let's go. That is absolutely massive. Now they did undercharge, so they do get a free Incinerate in right there, but I am very close to this Frenzy Plant, and Frenzy Plant, even though it's double resisted, and even though the game is being terrible to me right now, it's going to be enough to take out the Talonflame. And in the back they have Clefable, so this is another triple XL team. So Sludge Bomb will not one-shot this Clefable. It's better to go for 2 Frenzy Plants. Here goes the first one. And here's the second one. This will take out the Clefable, so able to take out another triple XL team with my non-XL Pokemon. Let's go. All right, let's see what we got in the next one. We have 2 more battles for you up against a Swampert lead. Obstagoon actually wins this against Swampert. It's pretty close, so you don't want them to get too many extra mud shots through. Now I'm going to go for the Night Slash pretty quickly as soon as I get it. I was just trying to align our fast moves, and I miss a bubble, but nope, still no boost. I really thought I got a boost in one of these. Like, come on. Now, since they overfarmed, I'm going to use a shield because, yeah, it's the Earthquake. Earthquake can really flip this matchup. Believe it or not, even though it's less energy efficient, it can really mess you up. So I'm going to go for there's the boost. I knew I got a boost eventually. So there's the boost. I'm going to be able to farm down this Swampert after that, but they swap out into a Venusaur. So I'm going to go ahead and lose my boost, but come in with my Charizard. Of course, I can eat this Sludge Bomb. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to be able to overfarm by just a little bit and then go for the Blast Burn. This will, of course, take out the Venusaur, unless they want to shield, which I don't know why you would shield a Venusaur against a Charizard. It's just not a good play. Able to Fire Spin down the Swampert. That is absolutely massive. And in the back, they have a what's this Pokemon called? Typhlosion. I was gonna call it a Cyndaquil. Typhlosion. Going for the double Dragon Claw here. Let's see if I get the second shield. Yeah, we get the second shield. Shields are down, so I'm going to immediately swap into my Obstagoon. Now, they have quite a bit of energy on this Typhlosion. They are at 4 Incinerates, so if they have one more, they're going to be at a second Blast Burn. So I'm going to just eat the Blast Burn. I'm actually going to come in with my Venusaur. Can Venusaur take out this Typhlosion? So here's one Incinerate. They're at the next Blast Burn. Okay, another Incinerate. So they're still 2 off the third Blast Burn. I can shield this, and I should be able to make it to the Sludge Bomb to take out this Typhlosion easily. This will be enough to take out Typhlosion, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. All right, moving into the final battle of the day. I am up against Obstagoon versus Politoed. So this is actually a good lead for Obstagoon as well. Obstagoon does win this. We'll see how my opponent wants to play this out. They're going to immediately throw the Weather Ball as soon as they get it. No bait for the Earthquake or anything. Weather Ball is the most energy efficient move anyways, and they come in with Talonflame. So again, I want to chip, and then I want to try to catch the Flame Charge on my Charizard. Let's see if I can successfully do it this time. So I get the chip, and I get the catch. Unless this is a Brave Bird, and if it is, then good job by them. But no, it's just a Flame Charge, no big deal. I'm going to be building up to the Blast Burn. Now, they only threw 2 Incinerates, so I know this is not the Brave Bird yet. It's just it's a Flame Charge. Like, at least bait the Brave Bird if you're in this situation. Whatever, I'll take it. Going for the Blast Burn, this will take out the Talonflame, and what do they come in with? Probably the Politoed, right? The Politoed is going to do very well here, but no. It is a Shadow Nidoqueen, and guys, Nidoqueen is the bane of my existence, so it will be a pleasure to take this one out. So I'm going to hit him with the Night Slash, and then they're going to be throwing the Poison Fang here. I know my Obstagoon can tank this. Yeah, we tank it, no big deal, and I'm going to immediately throw this next Night Slash. Then I'm going to have to swap out into my Venusaur, because I have to be able to clear the debuff at some point. Now they're throwing the Poison Fang here. And this might be a mistake, but I'm going to no-shield this. I am worried about a Blizzard from the Politoed, so I go ahead and no-shield it. Now, they get me very low, but I still have 2 shields against this Politoed. A Weather Ball will take me out, so they'll have to get to 3 Weather Balls, but I have a ton of energy. So 1 Frenzy Plant goes out. That gets the first shield. Here comes the second Frenzy Plant. This will get the second shield. Am I able to make it to a 3rd Frenzy Plant before they get to 3 Weather Balls? Yes, I am. So this will be enough to take out this Politoed, even though Politoed is bulky. Yeah, no big deals for my Venusaur. Let's go. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're interested in running this team, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. But that's going to be it for today. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave that like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.